What a year it's been. Her comeback year, Martina Hingis, and back here for the first time since she won the title for the second time in the year 2000, taking out Monica Seles in the final. Champion 2 in 1998. And it's no accident that the cameras are on her. She's a major star, and yet behind her is Justine Henin-Ardenne, who very possibly could be number one again at the end of this week, and who has already won a Grand Slam this year, of course, at Roland Garros. Here's Mark.
Oh, the other girls are
Martina, this certainly must be a magical moment, walking out for the WTA finals, and you haven't even been playing 12 months of tennis.
Well, that's for sure. I mean, this is a great moment to finish up the season like this.
And as you go out there to play, do you think you're sending a message to the other 7 girls here this week that watch out, I'm back and you better be ready?
Well, I think they've seen me throughout the year. We've had some great matches, great battles, and I just hope I can do some damage this time.
And in your head-to-head with Justine, it's 2-1, and the last time you played was early this year, and that was just in your first month of a comeback. So do you just push that aside and try not to remember it and forget about it?
Oh, definitely. It's been a long time. I think we both know what to expect from one another, and we'll just see what happens tonight.
We're looking forward to a good match. Good luck.
And it looks like she is too. Martina Hingis has been there, done that, bought a number of T-shirts. 42 titles, including 5 Grand Slams. Justine's won 5 as well. 70 titles between them. Here she is.
Justine, you've had an incredible year, 4 Grand Slam finals, only because you've been able to raise your level. This is a major title as well. Do you think you can raise that level one more time?
Well, that's what I hope. I worked very hard last few days to try to come back at my level and come back from this injury, so I'll do my best one more time.
And this week you're heading in as the number 3 ranked player. With solid results, you could end up the number 1 year-end player. Is that giving you a little bit extra heart heading into this particular match?
Well, it's a lot of motivation, but I'm not going to get focused on the ranking. My main goal is trying to win this one, get in a good rhythm, and then we'll see what's going to happen in the next few days.
And you've just been restricted with some tournament play heading into this week, a calf injury. You're coming up against a player tonight who, her strength is a lot of variety of shots. This is going to be a great test for not only yourself, but for the rest of the week and that calf.
Yeah, it's a very high level here in the championships, so but I'll see what I can do. I will give my best, and I will see if I can get in the good rhythm and try to win every match I play, and the most important thing, enjoy my game tonight and the rest of the week.
We're looking forward to it. Good luck.
So Mark Woodford, one of the doubles greats of the world, talking to 2 of the singles greats. Both of them have been number 1s in the world. Martina Hingis some 6 years ago. Here's their announcement to the crowd.
Cerramos la jornada inaugural en este Madrid Arena con el partido entre Martina Hingis y Justine Henin-Ardenne.
Quite a few empty spaces after the Sharapova match. A lot of gone to the hospitality, which is immense here. Sam and I, just in the course of research, have just been walking through the areas and had a pretty good dinner. I can tell you while we were watching the other match. It's facilities here are excellent.
Yes, I'm not sure whether the fans have come out here as a little bit of a curiosity shot, but I think that there's some really big names here that are certainly worth seeing, and it's in a very good location, not too far from the centre of Madrid. So there's lots of things about this tournament that ticks all the boxes, and why shouldn't they sell out?
Now there's the tape, and that's a strange one. Looks like a snake crawling up her leg, doesn't it? But it's there's some confusion as to exactly what the injury is. But it was a knee injury, but now it looks like it's the calf that's being protected. And it's one that's kept her out. Be interesting to see how she is back here. She'll be number 1 in the world if she reaches the semis. If Sharapova wins the tournament, that's the only other imponderable. She has to reach the final. So if she reaches the final, that's fine. If Sharapova doesn't win the tournament, she only has to reach the semis. And then she's number 1 in the world at the end of the year. Roland Herfel is the man in charge. So Hingis wins the toss and decides to put herself into bat first. She will begin serving here. Let's have a close look now at Martina Hingis. Some 6 years ago it was, when she won this title for the second time when it was in Los Angeles, the Chase Championships it was then. Monica Seles defeated. And then, after she retired in 2002, 4 years out, and then a comeback in the Gold Coast against Flavia Pennetta. But greatest success came in Rome in the final there against Dinara Safina. And that really was a terrific start, and it went on.
Right away I made semi-finals, and then making quarterfinals at the Grand Slam and finals in Tokyo. It was a great start, so I definitely had high hopes after that, and beating some players in the top 10 again, that proved that I still had some game. And it's been a great year, great season, and to have made the final 8, that's more than I could ask for.
Yes, it's got better and better. Part of a presentation here for these end-of-year championships. And Amelie Mauresmo talking about Martina's comeback, saying it's extraordinary. It shows two things. First, she's improved her physical shape. She's prepared well, better than she used to do during her first career. And second, she proves that when you have a gift, a natural talent as she has, and the variety in your game, you can overcome the power that most of the dominant players have.
Superbe œil comme elle a, et un sens tactique du jeu et une variété dans son jeu qui est suffisamment importante qu'on peut contrer justement cette puissance qui est quand même là sur beaucoup de choses.
So is she going to make it a hat-trick of end-of-year championships here? 26 years of age now, the credentials are immense. 42 titles. 5 Grand Slams and 2 titles this year in Rome and Kolkata. Here's Maria Sharapova's take on Martina Hingis' comeback this year.
Well, I think it's pretty amazing for someone that stopped for so long to be, to come back and have such great results and be able to make it, in the championships. It just shows how good of a player she is, and even though the game has changed, she's still one of the best out there. So it's definitely great to see a past champion here again.
And there she is out there. Where do you think realistically she sees her comeback? Do you think she'd have settled for this at the beginning of the year, or do you think there's a hint of disappointment that she didn't do better at Grand Slams or even pick up a Grand Slam?
Oh, well, I think it's very hard to say. I think judging from her demeanour at the beginning of the year, I think she would be absolutely thrilled with this. I don't think she knew what to expect. It's all worked out beautifully for her, but I think she'll expect an awful lot more in 2007.
Justine, 14 tournaments, 9 finals, 5 titles, and runner-up in 3 Grand Slams, the winner of Roland Garros. In many ways, she's been the most consistent player this year. There's her tournament history here. Semi-final in 2003, the best she's done, up against a double champion. But we'll see how fit she is. But if she's able to get back, and she has shown a tendency in her career, just like her compatriot Kim Clijsters, to come back and do very well straight away, then she's a real contender here. Justine saying, this year I've showed incredible consistency. Reaching the finals of 4 slams is something I'd never have imagined. It happened. For sure, I wish I could have won more than one. Apart from that, figures tell the story. 12 tournaments, 9 finals, 5 wins and only 1 injury, which is a lot less than usual. I've been on the right track, and I'll keep a lot of good things with me. It was an emotional year. I shared it with the people I love. So yes, 2006 was definitely a great year, professionally and personally.
Hingis won the toss and elected to serve.
Type of tactics. Is Hingis going to be able to dominate? She likes to push opponents around the court. Is she going to be allowed to do that here?
Well, she's against someone that can do everything that she can do, and a little bit better, in fact a lot better, particularly with the movement, but how well how inhibiting the snake on the back of Justine's leg will be, we don't know. I'm not sure she knows. I think Martina thinks she can sort of sharpen her claws on this one. I think she thinks she has a real chance out here. Not convinced that maybe Justine, with so little play behind her, can actually really hurt her.
Welcome to viewers on British Eurosport who've joined us here. People beginning to come back after the Sharapova match. It was virtually a sellout. Around 8,000 people here. And this should be a cracker. This promises to be the best match of the evening. Martina Hingis will serve against Justine Henin-Ardenne, 2 former number 1s in the world. It really is a remarkable support that she has at the back of her leg. Looks like something you see in WWF.
She looks like she sort of nicked a bit of Martina's shirt, doesn't she, and stuck it to the back of her leg.
Yes. The problem initiated with a knee injury, but seems that they're more worried about the support lower down, which is why she's got the calf strapped or supported. That's a decent serve from Hingis, 166.
Well, Hingis, since she has made that, well, in the intervening years, did technically make a few modifications to the serve. It's quite different. She just gets a lot more throw into it, more body weight.
170 out wide.
I think also she's been helped by the racket technology in the years she's been away. The strings give her so much more.
Oh, what a glorious shot. Hingis absolutely stock still.
40-30, 40-30.
Justine showing Hingis she better get that first serve in.
I certainly feel Henin-Ardenne, we don't know how fit she is with that leg. She's going to get on with it out here. I don't think she wants to play long points.
Yeah, she measured it, but it's just a little bit off balance. Hingis got away with it. So immediately Hingis knows that the first serve had better be getting in here because Justine is after her. This is the second match in the yellow group. In the first, Nadia Petrova trouncing Amelie Mauresmo, 6-2, 6-2.
Justine Henin-Ardenne, 33.
pedigree in Ardennes so early on. The interesting thing for me there was the second serve, the bite that she got on that second serve. Hingis would love that. Love to have it for herself.
The Aussie outstanding thing for me about En Ardennes is just how much he gets out of her whole game. Just seems to generate so much pace, got a lot of real natural timing.
Boy, looks pretty well grooved, that backhand. Just a little short, but it hardly deserved that.
Oh, I don't think so.
She's going to challenge. No, she's not. She looked up at Roland Herfel, had a word. But continuing.
Second service.
Maybe if it was later in the set, she would have challenged. Certainly looked very close. She's picking down those second serves.
Yes, she just gets unbelievable racket speed. Since Wimbledon, her and Carlos Rodriguez went back to the drawing board, and you can see she's made a few modifications to the start of the serve. I'm not sure it was really that grooved for the US Open. Did hurt her a little bit there. That's all been done really to protect the shoulder, because she's had a very sore shoulder this year.
There's a comfortable service hold.
Uno iguales. 1 game on.
Met once this year right at the start of the Hingis comeback, and Ardennes won that 6-3, 6-3. Hingis won their 2 previous meetings 6 years ago.
And Ardennes not mucking about with those second serves at all, is she? Well, I was expecting here to see a real lack of sharpness from Justine, because she hasn't competed since mid-September, hasn't practiced an awful lot. Can't see it so far.
Now it's in stark contrast to how Amelie Mauresmo started and finished, to be honest. And the Hingis serve is being brutalised.
When you are coming back off the layoff, and En Ardennes usually done it very successfully, it helps so much if you have unbelievable footwork and natural timing, and that's what En Ardennes has.
Next, first service.
Interesting to know the Hingis psyche. She keeps everything pretty close to her chest, but no doubt she deserves it. Deserves to be here. She's worked hard for it. She deserves to be here. Does she believe she's going to do well here? I'd love to know. Have a word, sir.
I'll do my best.
2 break points.
I certainly felt quarterfinals of Zurich, which is when the last time she played, that's what, 3 weeks ago, I felt she was a little spent against Kuznetsova. Played some great tennis, but in the end just really fell away.
There's the break. And an electric start from Justine Henin-Ardenne. The backhand in superlative form. She leads 2-1.
2 games to 1.
Back just in time to see Justine Henin-Ardenne here, 2-1 up. You're watching the third and final match on the opening day of the Sony Ericsson WTA Championships here in Madrid. Backhand looks amazing.
15 left.
Well, the timing's so sharp, but historically Henin-Ardenne has been pretty amazing about coming back after long layoffs. I remember had a big layoff before the Olympics in 2004 Athens, and just came back and got through it. Took the gold medal. I think there's been other, even really at the start of the year, she hadn't played for 3 or 4 months because she missed this time last year with a hamstring injury. I get so quite confused with their different injuries. It's quite hard to keep up, but I'm pretty sure that was what it was.
It was interesting in her little interview clip we played earlier on when she said, with a smile, I've only had 1 injury. That's a good year for me. Usually makes those.
That volley was a little frivolous.
49.
English usually doesn't like it when someone sort of takes the first bite out of her in a match. The way Henin-Ardenne, the manner that she's coming at her.
Yes. These are difficult times for Martina Hingis now. And this is a must-win game coming here. Otherwise, you sense the pattern for the match, not just this set, might be set. And I bet she's saying to herself, first serves. Just 1 point behind the second serve so far.
15.
See what she wants to do, get on the attack, and she can't.
Well, immediately Hingis is forced to take more risks than she would like. She's not being allowed any rhythm, and she's not being allowed to play her way in.
Net, first service.
Super rally, but again Hingis comes off second best. She can't stay with this pace.
Well, she's not too sure where to hit the ball. She can't seem to get it away from that backhand. And then just hitting at will, hitting so freely, just opening the shoulders.
Too much pace again. Hingis was about a metre away from the net, but it was just too strong.
15-14.
Against one of the best volleyers in the world. It was a token effort. And here are 2 break points for a double break. Well done. Hingis at her very best. And she needs to be here just to survive.
30-40, 30-40.
And a double fault completes the job for Enen Arden. 4 successive games for her now. Welcome back, it's 4-1. Hingis under the cosh. That was smooth. Well, she's been around the block enough to know she's not going to panic. She's got to find a way to get into this match. And she, above all, knows how to do that. The trouble is, knowing how to do it, and I think she does know better than anybody how to do it, and actually doing it are two very separate things when you're playing Enen Arden like this.
Well, watching these two go at it reminds me of something that Mike Estep, the old coach of Martina Navratilova, used to say. You say tennis is like chess, and some of the players haven't got all the pieces, but I think these two have got all the pieces. They can do everything on a tennis court. But the problem for Martina is Enen Arden does everything better than she does, and with more power and with a little more court speed as well. You get the feeling, Simon, that Hingis' sort of on-board computer was sort of, you know, revving at overtime at that changeover, just trying to think her way through this and get herself in the match.
Hope for more mistakes like that, but it's a small hope. Going back to your chess analogy, it's almost like Martina's lost her queen and Enen Arden's queen is mopping up all the little pieces that Hingis has got left. Excellent. And so far this is the performance of the night. Sharapova played pretty well, so did Nadia Petrova, but this is the bee's knees.
Well, even though Enen Arden has only had like 10 days practice coming in here, really, I think she's a little different to Mauresmo. earlier on. I think Mauresmo was a long way from fit. I don't think Enna would have come here in the sort of shape Mauresmo has come here.
No, that's a good point. Things are starting to go sadly wrong for Hingis now. I mean, she doesn't miss shots like that, no.
Well, she's playing someone who's just come out as if, you know, she's just won a tournament the week before. I think Enna Den's made one unforced error. I mean, it's almost a perfect set of tennis.
Good change up and an emphatic finish.
15-30.
So good. Just thinking you're safe, putting it away from her backhand. She comes up with a shot like that. 2 set points. Quite majestic set, which has lasted just 22 minutes. First or second serve, nothing safe.
30-40.
Well played, Hingis. Soaked up the power there. Came up with something for Enna Den to worry about.
Well, even though Hingis has been hammered in the set, what is so characteristic of her these days and when she used to play was that she doesn't really let it show. It takes a lot to get her to break down that game face. She always has to look as if it's just a momentary problem, and it will be solved.
No, that was out, I think. She'd better challenge it with that body language, but I think it was out.
Miss Hingis is challenging the out court on far sideline.
The far side from Roland Herfel as well. Yeah. Great being an umpire now, you don't have to do anything. Just call the score. Do you think their wages have gone down?
No, they're getting bonus money because they had to deal with Leona Jankovic the last 2 weeks. That was busy.
Well played, Martina Hingis. Showed true stubbornness there to resist. 5-2.
5 games to 2.
So, Enna Den serving for the first set. Oh, one of those twinkling feet got her in position, and she really should have made it. Can't understand how she missed it.
What is strange about this match, and I felt it really from the second or third game, I don't know how you feel, but I sense a lack of belief from Hingis out here.
That's why I put the point to you earlier on about, does she believe she can do well in not just in this match but in this tournament.
Yeah, I'm starting to have my doubts now.
Can seem to have made the move, but the technique not there this evening. 3 set points for Enen Arden. But take nothing away from Enen Arden. She played a super set there, the best of the evening. Carlos Rodriguez will be absolutely thrilled with what he's seen. Exactly half an hour we've been going into the second set. Enen Arden doing just what Hingis does, but only better.
Martina Hingis there just played the perfect point. I'm sure the plan, and I believe there was a plan coming out here, really was to get Enen Arden to move as much as possible, get her opponent in the extremities of the court. Let's see what she's all about.
And how often has it happened?
Once.
That's a phenomenal shot from Enen Arden. She looked away as if she was planting it down the line.
To be fair, Enen Arden would just reduce most of the field to the sort of drubbing that Hingis is getting at the moment. It just seems like she's just seeing it so well, and this is maybe the perfect court for her. Thought it was going to really help Hingis. I'm not sure now.
Yeah, the shot before was a miss hit.
And Enen Arden to me just looks like she's got so much time on the ball.
Next, first service.
Terrific defence from Hingis, summoning up everything she possesses to stay in touch here.
40-30.
A youthful fan making his presence felt. I think Martina Hingis knows exactly how the baby feels.
It's almost insanely good from Ennaden, isn't it? She's just hitting at will, just opening up the court, just doing everything right.
Another backhand finding its mark.
What is interesting is you compare Ennaden, I know we've only seen a set, but you see her after a long break, and you see Kim Kleisters last week in Hasselt. Certainly Ennaden is back much quicker.
Again, Martina more or less in position, but she hadn't a hope of making that volley.
Oh, there's just too much power. I mean, she's really taking away Martina's joker out here, because this is something that Hingis has done a lot this year. A lot of opponents can't deal with it. It's just so much on that ball.
Great point.
Wallace, deuce.
Timing is perfect.
Ennaden is just making this court work for her.
Second break point. What I can't believe is the volleying from Hingis. She's made a number of errors. It wasn't the easiest volley there, but we've seen too many in the net. Double figures. I mean, a lot of them have been hammered back by the Belgian, but there's been a few like that.
Yeah, there's been 3 or 4 that you were slightly stunned that she would make those kind of mistakes, because normally just so solid in that department. I think that can happen to you. The best parts of your game can fall apart when you're just being overpowered, outplayed in every department. I think even for Hingis, that it stopped her ability to think as clearly as she would like.
La 15.
Taking that backhand so early with such confidence. Boy, what a fight this is. Yep, just a little bit too cute. Now then, out of nowhere, she has 2 break points. And it's not an exaggeration to say she has to take one of these if she's to be competitive in this match. If Eden holds here, I don't think we're going to be long. So what was that? A little bit of overconfidence?
Yes, I think you'd have to say that. And who can blame her really, because she was just hitting winners at will in that first set. It was just perfect tennis. But Martina always waits to be thrown a few scraps from time to time and then just see what she can do with them now. You sort of feel in the back of Martina's mind, she must be thinking, well, surely Eden's lack of tournament play must show up somewhere along the line.
Yes, keep it close.
It's just not. It's almost not human to be able to play 2 sets of perfect tennis without competing for such a long time at this level.
Good serving.
40 down.
She can't do the damage at the back that Eden can do to her.
40-30.
These days, Eden still technically one of the best volleys, if not the best volleyer on the women's tour.
Again, the second serve decimated. Putting it too much on the backhand?
It's a tough shot to get away from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where do you go? The forehand's enormous as well.
Well played. Such instinctive play there from Hingis. Can't teach this kind of play, can you? You either got it or you haven't.
There's plenty of repertoire out there between these two, isn't there?
Yeah.
The ball girl was running. Ball girl.
Yeah, ball girl was running as the serve was being played. Justine not sure. Another super rally, and the drop shot just the right time, wasn't it? Hingis being batted further and further back.
She was so quick to spot Hingis's court position, and when you contrast the pace so between one shot and the next, it just works brilliantly.
So what was it, 40 love? It's now break point. Strong serving.
Iguanas, deuce.
Second double. The second break point for the third successive break of serve here. Too strong. Again, right from the return. She's ripping that second serve apart, and there's nothing that Hingis can do. It's 2-1 in an Ardennes.
2 games, 2-1.
Ardennes picking up the first point of this fourth game. It's broken Hingis 4 times now. Must be a big safety blanket for her to know she can almost break her at will.
Iguanas, 15-all.
Second double.
Left. First service.
A bit stiff after that, sir. Really clever shot. She saw Hingis coming in and made it impossible.
It's so frustrating for Hingis because she's making some good moves out here, and she prides herself on being, one or two shots ahead of her opponents. But every time she makes a move, and Ardennes has kind of read it and has got an answer.
Stepping the pace up a little bit, Hingis now. Recognising that she has to take it in an Ardennes. Singh is just looking back at it. Second double in the game. And service action just looks to be a little faulty at the moment. Break point. The fourth successive break in this set. And she's got it. Much better returning.
And 2 games all.
So all 4 games have gone against serve here. And right now we're not banking on that little sequence stopping at 4. Any doubt at all that was going exactly where it did.
Oh, that is one of the most improved shots on the women's tour over the last couple of years. When Hingis was beating then 6 years ago, she didn't have to worry about that. Forehand was pretty average at that stage. Everyone was raving about the backhand.
Well played, Hingis. Saw her coming in and made it virtually impossible.
Foot and away, and then sort of rushed this second set a little. Maybe just tried to finish the points too quickly. I don't think she's going to bluff her way past Hingis.
It's a pity for her. It's just a feeling that she could stem the tide here.
I'd just love to see her just get a little bit more out of the court, out of the ball, and use a little bit more of the pace that Ennaden's sending down the court.
The service.
It has to be almost the perfect shot. That's the problem. 2 break points. This must feel really deflated every time she raises her hopes. Another service break, and it's 3-2. So, Ennaden at 3-2. Can she be the first to hold serve in this second set? That'll do for starters.
She does get a huge amount out of that. So she doesn't really serve that many aces, but there's a lot of unreturnables, ones that players just get their racket onto or just set up the second point. I never feel that the serve looks part of the rest of her game. Because all the rest of her shots are so fluid, and they just look like, you know, she was born to play them. Whereas the serve looks a little mechanical, or a lot mechanical.
Suddenly it's very different.
Next, second serve.
Well, she got lucky really, but she used the luck so well. A lovely plant down the line. And she needs all the luck she can get.
40-15.
It was a good shot, but the way it landed made it look even better than she intended. It's a super return.
40-30.
Here's Martina looking down. Felt the serve might have been long.
4 games to 2.
There's the first service hold of the set, and the first time she has a 2-game cushion. Martina, twice a winner of this tournament. Justine, as mentioned at the start, only her 4th appearance, but injuries have really stopped her at crucial times. Didn't compete in the last 2 end-of-year championships when she was arguably the best player in the world both years.
I get the feeling Hingis is checking out from this match. Not intentionally. I don't think you can blame her. I think it's very difficult to know what to do this evening against Ellen Arden.
She's only got 1 or 2 pawns left.
And they're retreating.
15-30.
I don't think pawns can retreat, can they? They can only go forward.
They can only go forward.
Well, that's what Martina has to do.
Okay.
Just take every risk in the book and just see if she can turn something up here.
Next, first service.
Boy, just unleashed that forehand into the corner. And again, it's break point. And Martina must be sick of this.
She's never had a rest on serve, really, since the first game of the match, has she?
Just a little impatient there, perhaps.
And that's how she's played this second set, as if she really just wants to wrap this up. She doesn't know what sort of reaction she's going to get from that right leg.
It's what Martina does to opponents even this year, but certainly in her prime, time after time. It's breaking them down. It's a brilliant performance this from Enna Arden. It's break point again. Yeah, the writing very much on the wall. So Enna Arden at 5-2. When you come back, she will be serving for the match. Welcome back. First point of what could well be the final game of this match. Begun in super style from Hingis. Here's how she finished it. Rifled that backhand down the line. Well done. I think she's finding it a lot easier returning serve than serving at the moment. 3 break points for her third break of this set, but it's all been academic because she can't hold serve. Justine doesn't want to serving again.
15-40.
His shot may have been out at the back of the line, not sure, but I think that Enna Arden was right to carry on. Well played, Martina.
5 games to 3.
Now, can she hold serve and make it interesting?
New balls, bolas nuevas.
Serving now after an hour and 6 minutes. Broken the last 4 times she's served. Sign of impatience there from the Belgian.
15 love.
I think we've seen a lot of that all year though, because Justine, the way she wants her tennis to go is to finish points a little quicker, take up the strain out of her body. I think she accepts it's going to be inevitable that her body's always going to struggle with the demands of the tour, so she's changed her tennis accordingly.
Nailed it.
And this is where Hingis has to go in her tennis. She has to go to the outer limits of what she considers safe, because I always feel she plays with so much built-in safety.
Missing by a mile at the moment. Eden.
49.
Second ace for Hingis, and keeps the match alive. For how long? So Eden serving for the second time for the match. This time that sadly, and then paid the price. No, it's getting a little more interesting. Welcome back to reality. Just now she's going to have to work in a different way. Hingis just got the width. Who knows? Is the fire burning out?
That was such a smart attempted pass there from Hingis. She had to completely change the angle, get the ball up and down. Didn't go perfectly for the line, just went for the space.
Serving has really gone downhill. 3 break points for 5-all. This match looked dead and buried 15 minutes ago. Well, Hingis is playing better, no doubt about it. But there is a reality check going on now for Justine Eden. Stubbornness from Hingis to stay in there.
So she's competed extremely well, and Eden's only won 1 point in the last 3 games.
Who's Justine been hiding that kind of play for the last 3 games?
Well, I think when you haven't competed for as long as she has, and I think it's a sizable chunk of the year, the 2 things that you often struggle with is the serve, controlling the racket head above your body, but also closing out a match. It's just not an automatic thing to do.
Totally different match now. Justine seems to be reining her game in now, so she doesn't trust herself. And she did. No stats tell the story. cry from the crowd did not help there. That was ridiculous.
30-15.
Is Roman Herfer going to say something? I think he might. Where's all that rhythm gone? She really slugged at that, didn't she, and got nothing out of it.
40-15.
Anxious look across. Hingis getting the breaks as well. Amazing turnaround here. And Hingis in front for the first time. So after serving for the match twice, Hingis and Ardennes serves now to stay in this set, and the serve looks in trouble. I don't know if there's a problem. She started to wince early on in the second set when she served, and since then the serve has been a big problem. I don't know if there's something in the back. Radek Stepanek, Martina Hingis' boyfriend.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree with you about the serve in the back. That has been an area of concern in the past. It sometimes gets very tight, and she's had that. Always had that hamstring problem. It's all on her right side. That's where everything seems to have occurred for her.
First serve percentage is in free fall now. Very unlike Martina Hingis. Got her opponent on the ropes at the moment.
15-30.
Doesn't want to bring her back. Just when she needed it, she finds something that really hurries off the court. First time for a while.
Well, the weird thing about this turnaround from Hingis is that I don't really feel that Hingis has done anything special. I think she's soaked up a lot of pressure.
Yes.
It hasn't hit a huge number of winners, but she's got great length, and she's cut down her unforced errors. And at exactly the same time, Ardennes' level really did drop off. She just got carried away out there.
Been a pattern for a lot of Ardennes' recent career, hasn't it? A wonderful patch, and then she looks to be really doubting herself and losing her rhythm, and somehow she finds a way to get it back.
If Ardennes can get this back, it'll help us so much for the rest of the tournament. I'm sure she doesn't feel like that right now. She's got a lot on her plate.
Two super rallies in that game for her, which will give her good heart going into the breaker.
6 games all, second set tiebreak. Both players have 3 challenges left.
the first breaker they played against each other.
Hingis.
Huge sigh of relief from Eden. She did well, but I think she thought she might be past.
This was a very good move forward. Just a little too obvious with the volley there. Just took a lot of time over it.
She is a supreme fighter in Eden. She's fighting to re-find her form, and looks as if she might be doing so. Ah, yes! What a mixture of angles there from Hingis. Rolling back the years there.
It was a great hold and read from Hingis. You have to be careful. If you're going to open up the court against her, you better know what you're doing.
It's a little slow going to that.
3-2 in Eden.
Almost in sequence there, line judge and Roland Herf. Also no complaint from Eden. The shot she was making with ease in the first set, it's just not happening for her right now.
Well, I thought there was another shot that she rushed. I think when you've seen Eden under pressure a little bit in this match, you can see the lack of match play. And I think she's been rushing at this set because she just wants to get it over and done with. She wants to get this tournament underway and save as much of her body as she can. I don't think you can play this tournament like that.
She enjoyed that point and climbed on top of it and never let go.
4-3 in
I think also we've got to look at Hingis's performance over the course of this match. I mean, it's definitely been an upward curve from her. I think she's really got the plot a lot more now.
Then it was winner after winner, and now it's winner, loser, winner, winner, loser. But you never know. Did it get the back of the line? She played it. It looked a very edgy shot from Hingis, but she's getting a bit of luck in this set.
5-4, Hingis.
Must have just got the back of the line. No! Would you believe that? Oh! Just when I thought the Hingis was getting all the luck. A double bobble.
5-all. Wallace pour the ball.
Would have been 2 set points. Good enough. Just got it down where the Belgian couldn't hurt her. It is set point for Hingis on her serve, but the way this set has gone, that's no great advantage. It was a Hingis tight point, and it's Hingis' set. An admirable comeback. Justine Henin-Ardenne will wonder what happened to that miraculous form that she had in the first set and the early part of this set. And against all odds, we move into a third set here. I don't want to punish you, Sam, but I remember the words checking out, and to be honest, I bought that because I think she was just about checking out then, and then Justine gave her a lifeline, and suddenly she thought, oh, fancy this.
Well, yes, I was just thinking of those words myself, actually. She was sitting down in the chair. But Hingis knows that she wasn't totally focused in that second set, and who can blame her, because she just had such a pounding. And as she walked to the chair, she actually started smiling. I don't think she can quite believe she's still in this match. But she's smart enough and experienced enough. You know, she's not going to sort of knock a gift horse in the mouth when she sees one, and that's what that second set was. And I think this match is still in Justine's hands if she plays really well. I think she's good enough, definitely, to win this match. She makes as many unforced errors as she has done. I think Hingis now will mop it up and say, thank you, I'll have this first round.
It's going to be fascinating. You see the anxiety on her face. Justine, it looked a breeze. She was destroying Hingis' serve. She was all over her for about 55 minutes. But Hingis hasn't become a 5-time Grand Slam champion without showing some stubbornness, and that's what has happened here. So into the third set we go after exactly an hour and a half.
15 love.
Couldn't miss for a set and a half.
Well, you can guarantee this third set is going to be all about her. I think she's in territory that she did not want to be in before this match.
Masterful pass. The one thing for Eden is not just that Hingis is playing better, there's no doubt about that, but she's mistiming a lot of shots now, the Belgian. Occasionally she creams a winner, but a lot of the time it's a rather lot of effort for no result.
It's all the more striking because the timing in that first set was so perfect. Even at the beginning of the second set, it was right there.
Very average shot making there from the Belgian. Hingis now is not being punished in rally after rally. She's starting to weave her magic. Hingis ahead in the match for the first time since the opening game. And we were saying towards the end of that first set, or you were saying, Hingis has come out with a game plan and this is what she wants to do, push her into corners, and it just wasn't happening. Meant to do it, but couldn't. She's now starting to be able to do it.
Well, she's extending the points. She can get then moving about the court into the extremes of the court, which is what she wants. She wants to test out the physical capacity of her opponent. It didn't start off as a fun evening, but it's improved dramatically for her, and she's been very good about just doing enough out here to stay in the match.
Strange serve. 136 kilometres an hour for her serve.
And even though Hingis is playing better, I still don't think this match is about her, though.
Yeah, that's just wide. Eden right now needs some success. Broke 4 times in a row at the start of the second set. Hasn't since in 3 service games. Brilliant return. So 3 break points. Well, she played well there, Eden, but there's some strange play from Hingis.
I don't think Martina could have played a worse game if she'd tried, really. And it was just not the time to play a poor game. But having said that, throughout most of that second set, she hardly made a mistake. There was no let-up.
So a set all and a game all. Terrific rally. Rather similar to the first set.
59.
It's a match you can't really predict from here on in, I don't think.
No, I'm sure you won't be asking me to do such a dreadful thing.
Would I? Who's going to win, sir?
Net for 6.
One thing we've learnt about Justina Ardern over the last 7 or 8 years is that you can never counter out. However badly she's playing, suddenly she can snap into gear and the match is saved and won. Seventh double.
13-15. Net first sets.
He's going to challenge this. Yep.
This Hingis is challenging the out call on baseline.
Little slow getting the challenges up here. She's out.
The call stands. 40-15.
Real care behind that volley. The first hold in this third set. And it's the Belgian who leads 2 games to 1.
Miss Hingis has 1 challenge left.
Fascinating match. We were calling Ellen Ardern home midway through the second set, and I think rightly so. Then I have to say, mentally, when this third set started, I had Hingis as the favourite. Now, I'm not sure about anything. Been there before.
We're part of the same club.
Third ace for Martina.
15-love.
Yes, brilliant disguise.
I think a lot of this third set has to do about Ellen Ardern's ability to focus. Her ability to convert more of the break points. She's only converted 6 out of 14 so far in this match, compared to Hingis 5 out of 6.
Yeah, she won't enjoy those stats, will she, Ellen Ardern?
But that, all those stats says to me, and I think to most people watching this match, is there is no substitute for match play, real live match play, and that's what she hasn't had. And she's having to do all that without that kind of background over the last couple of months. Makes this match really difficult for her.
Hingis hasn't
15-14.
picked up. You talked about her graph going up and up in this match. I think it was, but it's
going down.
It's going down. 2 break points for a 3-1 lead to Enna Arden. She's not been able to carry through the match. She's massacring that second serve.
Well, she should be able to do it in the juice court, because Hingis serves practically every single serve to the backhand, straight down the tee.
There's not a lot of logic behind this third set. The Hingis serving a double fault at break point down, it accentuates that. So Enna Arden has broken twice in a row. And Carlos Rodriguez is shaking his head. It's been that kind of match, really. A match that he feels would have loved to have been over, 40 minutes ago. Should have been. But Hingis' never say die attitude has helped. And now a trough of form.
Yeah, she's nailed a few of those tonight. And she just wraps the racket head around the ball so successfully. You can't really see where and which direction it's going to go in. Holds it very late. It's not the kind of ball Hingis really has the power in her movement to track down.
Net for 6.
She's going to dispute it, but I think she'd be wrong. My first... Yeah, she's going to challenge. I don't know what your first view was. I thought it was long.
I'm on the same prescription as you.
It's a bad place to be, so...
I think if we squint hard enough, we'll get a few calls right over the course of an evening.
Ooh, it's in. There you are. Wrong again. I think we've been mostly right today, but... I must say I'm surprised.
In the Iguanas, 15 all. Penta quinta. 30-15. Enna Arden has 2 challenges left.
Enna Arden can keep this going. You'd say she's been quite good at sort of gathering herself in this match when things haven't gone well for her. Sort of what she's done in her life, really.
Yes. positive vibes coming this end.
14-15.
And to endorse another break and make her breathe a lot easier. Well played, a fist towards Carlos Rodriguez. And once more, she's looking very much in the ascendancy at 4-1. The crowd who've stayed here, local time 20-12, have enjoyed it. It's not been an epic scrap as far as tennis is concerned, but a lot riding on it, and in moments of magic, most of them provided by Justine Henin-Ardenne. And the crowd gave Hingis a terrific ovation as she went to the baseline before she served, to thank her really for taking us as far as she has. But is it going to be much longer? This is where we were an hour ago.
Well, what's interesting is that I think Hingis has played her best tennis in this match when she was almost out of it, and she sort of played tennis without too much safety. She played sort of nothing to lose sort of tennis, and it worked brilliantly. And she just hasn't been able to keep it up. I'm sure Hingis would have liked to play a few more drop shots against Henin-Ardenne, but it's such a risky play, because even with that, I mean, it is pretty hideous, that sort of strapping she's got on her leg. She still gets about the court really well.
Second service.
Well, the form went missing, but we've said one of the great things about her is that she can resist, and then when it comes back, fire. And that's what she's doing right now. 2 more break points for 5-1. And it's right back, isn't it, the form? It looked a million miles away 20 minutes ago.
Well, what do we know? Very deflating for Hingis, though, because her level hasn't dropped that much.
So after an hour and 52, Henin-Ardenne serves for the match at 5-1. Oh, wonderful. So cool. A shot of a genius. Great return, and look at the presence of mind here. Here we go again. Remember in the second set, 5-2, Henin-Ardenne serving for the match. Double break up. Surely not. tends not to happen twice with Justine, doesn't it? You can have one blip, tend not to get two.
Well, I think she'd be very aware that she rushed really like a mad thing at the end of that second set to get this match on. I don't think she'll do that now.
Well, Hingis is so used to doing just that to all her opponents.
There's a lot of respect out there between these two. And that was just a little bit special. Perfect height, perfect loft.
Chance gone of egging there. Finally, after an hour and 54 minutes, it is match point for the Belgian.
40-30. Por favor, gracias.
Eighth double.
Deuce.
Her serve has not been a pretty thing really for this last hour. Shouting, no, can't believe what she's just done. So it's break point Hingis.
You really sense she doesn't want to let this one go.
Just got the line. Again, in position, can't make it happen. Second match point. He wants it over with. And again, did she rush it?
No, it was a rush.
It was deuce.
Doesn't get any easier closing out matches. Doesn't matter how good you are.
Match point number 3. A lot of tension around the Madrid arena here. Finished it off. A match that began in breathtaking style from Justine, and then the wagon came off the rails for a bit, but she fought and found some form in the third set. It wasn't as good as the first, but in the end, playing at her best, she was always too good for Martina.
Yeah, I think she was the one that really decided the outcome of the match. It's always been about her. That's the way she likes to play her tennis now. I think the match would have done her an awful lot of good if she physically can pull up all right in the next few days. And I think we have to credit Hingis, because that's a terrific fight back when she was absolutely out of it. I know she was helped, but it was a good effort and a good match.
Mark Woodford is down courtside with Justine Henin-Ardenne. And she will be one relieved woman.
Justine, 6-1, 5-2. Things were looking pretty well for you, and then a lot of unforced errors.
Yeah, I lost a little bit my concentration at that time, but it's my first match in more than 2 months, so and at this level you cannot do this kind of mistake. And Martina, she started to play her game. She had nothing to lose at that time, and she really played well, so she came back in the match, and I'm happy that I had good reaction in the third set.
It looked like your tactics were pretty sound throughout the whole match, though. It looked like you just didn't want to give her any time to hit her shots, and you were somewhat overpowering her in most of those rallies.
Yeah, I think I was playing very well tactically. I had to go to the net and play down the line a little bit more, and when I was too far from my baseline at the end of the second set, I was losing, so I understood that was the key for me to come in the court, take the ball early, take the opportunities, and go and finish the points at the net.
Well, it's always nice to get it back going again. A great trip, and good luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Mark.
Yes, she's off to a win, and she has a day off tomorrow. Not Hingis, though. She plays Nadia Petrova in the final match, and the way Petrova played today, that'll be another very tough match for Martina Hingis.
Yes, I think it will be, and it'll be probably much the same. Another player that wants to dominate her, not give her any time on the ball, play down the lines as Henin-Ardenne did. Tactically, if you get it right against Martina and you can execute, Petrova will be feeling quite confident about that match.
So in the end, she clawed it out and won going away 6-1 in the third. So we had two matches in the yellow group tonight, one in the red, and tomorrow it's the other way round. But here's a recap on what happened on night one of the Sony Ericsson WTA Tour Championships. Nadia Petrova in wonderful form. Amelie Mauresmo, we were a little bit worried about her. She looked as if the shoulder was still a problem, not totally fit. Petrova won very easily. Justine Henin-Ardenne, as you can see, winning that one 6-1 in the third. And Maria Sharapova, a blistering start, then a little hot and cold, but in the end taking out Elena Dementьeva, getting off to a win there 6-1, 6-4. Remember, because it's a round robin, the losers still have a chance, and Dementьeva, though, will have to get back and win tomorrow, and she starts off tomorrow against Svetlana Kuznetsova. A loss there, and she is out of the tournament. Maria Sharapova off to win. She takes on Kim Clijsters, who will be starting her campaign here. And Nadia Petrova, a winner, takes on Martina Hingis. It's a must-win match for Martina Hingis tomorrow. So we begin at 5 o'clock British time, 6 o'clock Central European. Hope you've enjoyed it today. From us all, from Chris, Joe, Sam and myself, see you tomorrow. Goodbye from Madrid.